But anyway, I just wanted to ask you mainly about the wicking drains. I heard that there were going to be 55,000 wicking drains in the valley.
You know, I don't remember the exact count, but they are going to be installing wick drains underneath a lot of the fill areas of the project. And the wick drains, they don't actually wick. I think they're probably named after that because they kind of look like the flat wicks, like from an oil lamp.
Okay.
But they're actually just plastic. They look kind of like a plastic ribbon. They're like 3-4 inches wide and very thin, and they get inserted in the soil, and they're used in areas where you have dense soils that are saturated with water, and especially fine soils like clay.
Yeah.
And what it does is when we bring in the fill dirt, then the extra weight will try to slowly compact the soil. It'll settle the soil directly beneath the fill areas.
Okay.
That could take at least 3 to 4 years. Could take, as many as 10 years before it would stop settling. So wick drains, what they do is you insert them into the ground, and what happens is then they just get cut off maybe a few inches above the soil, and then when you bring in your fill dirt, they provide a lower resistance path for the excess water to be squeezed out. So it just allows the ground underneath the fill areas to settle faster. Okay. So they don't lower the water table. There's no pumping that's going on. It's just providing a path for the excess water to be squeezed out more easily.
Okay.
And so these areas will in effect settle in just a few months rather than several years.
Okay, I saw a YouTube video and saw the amount of water that was coming out on the YouTube video, and I did the math, and the math indicates, from what I saw, with the numbers of wicking drains that you guys are talking about inserting, the numbers were astronomical. It worked out to be 73 million gallons of water per year, according to the 55.
Well, water is only squeezed out during the settling process. After the earth settles, there's no pressure underground, so there won't be any weeping water out of them after that.
Just after the first 3 years?
No, within the first few months.
First few months.
Right. It's because the number of and the spacing of the drains has been calculated so that the earth will settle, or the soil will settle and be compacted within a few months. So after that, they'll just stay there. They're inert plastic, and they'll just stay there. No one will ever see them again, and they won't actually do anything after that.
Okay, well, I guess that answered my question.
Okay, sure. And like you said, there's lots of information on the web. These are been used for decades all over the country. Whenever you have soils that are very deep and are saturated with water.
And like here in this valley, it's all blue clay, and
especially clay, because if we did not install the wick drains, then when you bring in the fill, it would have to be pressed out sideways through those very dense pores, and that's why it could take at least several years, or it could take up to 10 years before all settling would occur. So this is a way to settle the soil, quickly, so that we can get this project, going. Especially near where you have bridge structures, we have quite a few bridges that we're building over creeks, and of course the viaduct. And if you had continuing settling over the next 10 years, you would slowly develop ridges at the pavement. From the pavement, the pavement would still continue to settle over the years, whereas the bridges would not. So we would have to keep going in there and repatching the pavement at the beginning and end of every bridge.
Okay, so I guess you saw the new tree setter, huh?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, well, I guess that poses a bit of a problem, huh?
We just saw them this morning, so we're going to be evaluating and seeing what's happening.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll let you get back to your tour there.
Okay.
All right.